What did they do if one of you got sick? Did you have any understudies?
We used to throw up. Are you talking to me?
I mean, after that, after... Did you have understudies then after?
Well, you were talking to me then?
I meant you, yes. Well, I mean, when the brothers were...
Well, what did you do when you got sick?
Well, I didn't have that problem, but I mean,
You didn't get throw up? You never threw up?
I threw up several times, but it was not the same because
Some of my best friends spend most of their time throwing up.
I'd like to meet
Especially
them.
when I'm around.
Groucho, tell me truly, really, how did Minnie, your mother, handle all these boys who were obviously a handful?
Completely ignored us. She put us out in the street and let us play, that's all. And when we got hungry, we went in the house.
But when you all went on the road...
She was busy.
What was she
My
doing?
mother, well, she had to clean the house and cook a pot of bean soup and a smoked tongue or whatever we were having, depending on how much money my father brought home. And he rarely brought home any money, because he was the world's worst tailor. He never would use a tape measure. He was too proud. That's not a joke, that's true.
You'd estimate?
If he had a customer in there, would you mind standing? Can you stand?
He's all right.
Come out here.
He plays harpo, that's dead.
I'd stand there. Okay, that's fine. I got you.
Sit down.
3 weeks later, the suit had come. One pants leg would be up to here. Would be a mini pants. And the other expressions are. And neither the coat would fit. Usually didn't have buttons. And you see, the big problem here is that Chico was a congenital gambler and compulsive. He couldn't avoid gambling. When Chico died, he didn't have a penny. Somebody once said to him, "How much money has Harpo got?" No, somebody said to him, "How much money has Chico lost gambling?" He says, "You find out how much Harpo and Groucho have got. That's how much I've lost." And that was true. He wasn't trying to be funny. As a matter of fact, the last 3 or 4 pictures we made, we had to do it to keep Chico back in money again at MGM, because he never had any money. He was either at the racetrack or in a crap game or someplace. He had no sense about money. He spent it as he got it. Now, I don't know, he may have been better off than we are, because I've saved my money. That's why I'm on the show for nothing. I can afford to be on this show. My father never got the same customer twice. I must tell you a brief story, which isn't in the show. There was a fellow on First Avenue around 88th Street or something in New York that had a confectionery store. And he was a devout Catholic, and he was getting a suit made by my father for Easter, which was the following day. I mean, the suit was finished, and he had empowered me to take the package over to the confectionery store, and he was so delighted to see me, and he gave me a chocolate soda, and I was sitting on the counter there with that nickel chocolate soda. I was having a wonderful time. And finally, this confectioner, whose name was Stuckfish, you wouldn't believe this. This was his name, and he came out and bellowed as loud as he could. He says, "Where's the pants? There's no pants here." And what happened was that Chico had opened this package the night before and taken the pants out and hocked them on 88th Street. Well, there's no more to the story, but he had them... And there was no more to the pants, because about 2 weeks later, Stuckfish, he went around to all the hock shops in Yorkville, and he finally found them in a window, this big, broad pants sticking out like this. And he gave Chico a pretty good beating with a whisk broom. That was his idea of punishing. He always used a whisk broom, and he would never really hit you with it. He would put it up close, like here. He'd put it up close to your face, but he'd never touch it. And you finally got in such a stage, such a nervous condition, you'd say, "For God's sakes, hit me with the thing." But he couldn't. He was too soft on it. Anyhow. You know, we didn't have enough time to put all the experiences of the Marx Brothers in this play. But I saw it last night for the first time, and I must say I was delighted with the show. I think it's going to be a big hit.
I hope it is.
I recommend it.
Be comfortable there. We'll be right back. Stay where you are. We'll be back in a minute.
I own no part of this show.
You own no part?